The new me is like, let's do it. Let's make mistakes. I'm excited. So I'm battling that because I don't want to be here anymore. As far as a place of nothing, a place feeling like I'm broke, a place feeling like I'm broken, a place feeling like I'm not where I'm supposed to be. No, I'm right where I'm supposed to be. And I'm going to keep moving to where I want to be and where I need to be. I know that turning 30 is such a beautiful thing. But at this age, we're expected to do so much. We're expected to have the house, have the money, have that healthy relationship, and be healed, be holy, and walk that straight and narrow path. I'm none of that, babes. I'm none of that, babes. And that's what I'm here to talk about. So stay tuned. What is up, beautiful people? I have some great news. Your girl just turned 30. Now, to many, that is, oh my gosh, congratulations. You're a woman now. But to other people, it's like, we're bye. Next. Next. Give me another video. But in this video, I want to be honest about me turning 30. I want to be honest about that journey because, baby, I was sick about it. I was really sick. I was really upset. I was really frustrated because of the simple fact that my life was not looking like how I wanted it to look. I'm turning 30. I'm still living at my parents' house. My money is looking funny and it's acting funny while I'm talking about it. Okay. Money is looking funny. Still at my parents' house. I want to bring my people from different cities out to my city to celebrate my birthday, but I don't even have the location. I don't even have a home to have them come to. Everybody got to get hotels. So then I got to coordinate hotels. Like the whole planning process was stressful. I was stressed out because life didn't look like how I wanted it to look. The ideal thing was I had a home. My friends could just come stay at my house because I have enough room for everybody. We can host game nights. We can host pre-games before you go out to celebrate, the fact that I'm about to be 30. Like, come on. No, I had none of that. And at that point, I felt like I was being judged by a lot of people. I felt like I was living a life in a fishbowl glass. And that took me down into a whole rabbit hole of depression. I didn't even feel like being celebrated. I felt like I wasn't even worthy of being celebrated. And that in itself was just crazy because in 2025, this year alone, I've made so much progress and I've done so many things because you know how people say, oh, well, you got to do different things to see different results. I did everything. Everything in 2025 has been different. I have created so many things. I have shifted so many areas in my life to see different results. And I felt like I wasn't seeing nothing. But in reality, I really documented my whole entire process from end of January to now. I've been journaling almost every single day. And y'all being able to look back to see all of the things that I've accomplished so far, I had to remind myself that I'm that girl, okay? And I've been putting in work. I've actually prayed to be in this position that I am right now. And so easier said than done, but somehow I was able to shift feeling like a failure, feeling like I'm not where I'm supposed to be to I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. It's just a little minor setback for a major comeback. You already know the vibes, okay? Minor setback for a major comeback. So I was able to look at it like God is molding my character in this season before he molds my pockets. Because, like, let's be real. I know that if I got wealthy right now, and I'm talking about at this very specific moment, if God dropped $1 million in my lap right now and things changed for the better, I'm not talking about blowing $1 million. I'm literally talking about investing and putting myself in rooms that I didn't even expect to be in. My mood would be different. My tone would be different to the people who didn't treat me well along this journey. And so God is working on my character. God is working on my heart during this time so that I can know how to treat his people better, even when they ain't treat me right during this season. So that's a setback And it's not even a delay. It's just like what Glorilla say, let her cook, but it's let him cook. Let God cook. Let God do what he say he gonna do. I know he's going to do what he said he's gonna do. I know he's a man of his word. And so at this point, this is a waiting game on my end. But it's a moving, like you gotta move while you wait. So I'm moving while I'm waiting. I'm creating videos. I'm creating content. If I'm calling myself a content creator, I got to do a better job with my content and things like that. A revelation that I had was I was in my room and I looked at my calendar that I had on my wall from 2022. 2021 is when I launched my business, Glow with Flow. And so 2022, I had all these goals like, okay, so in February, we're going to go viral. And in April, we're going to be monetized on 2 different YouTube platforms. And I'm saying all of these goals. And I was cracking up. I cringed at first because I was like, ooh, child, if only you knew. But I realized that what if I'm back in my parents' home to be where the creativity began? Because a spark was missing. The motivation was missing. And I found myself in a path of, I felt like doing something destructive. It's almost hard to explain. Like I felt like saying bump everything, all the progress that I made. Like I want to go back to my comfort zone, go back to a familiar place, which was in that depression bubble. And so the best part about that shift was it was like the day before my birthday. And that shift for me, it was like I just woke up and I felt good. I didn't feel like I was being punished. I didn't feel like I was a failure. I felt like I deserved to be celebrated. And it ended up being the best birthday I've ever had in my life. Why? Because even though I didn't have a million people celebrating with me, I had my people there. Like people showed me the love that I've always shown them. And that for me, that was everything I needed during that time. So I can get into my birthday in the next video, but this video I wanted to be specific on turning 30. Like if y'all watch my other videos, y'all know I'm a crybaby. We won't be crying in this one. I'm getting voice is getting shaky, okay? But we won't be doing that up in here. Not in this one. But I do want to say that once you turn 30, it is a huge milestone, but once you turn 30, it's just like it literally is another day. But my mindset shifted as far as be in control, be in the driver's seat. I allow my life to turn into something where I let life happen to me. And this time around, I want to make life happen. I want to be present. I want to be mindful. I want to make sure that every move I make is intentional. People that I'm around, I'm being intentional with who I choose to be around and what I choose to do with my time. I want to make sure that things that happen 30 days from now, I plant the seeds now, and I planted the seeds last month and 90 days ago. I want to make sure that I'm doing everything that I can to make it. I want to make sure I do everything that I can to make it. And for those who were with me at the very beginning, there's a video where I talked about how I was down and out, down bad, real bad. And that was like around October 2024. And so around November, December, I made my mind up like, let's give 2025 a try. Let's try. Let's do everything that we can in our power to shift the space that we're in, and let's do not try. And if, nothing happens the way that I want it to happen, then at least you try, right? So this year alone, I wasn't planning on making it to 2025. Catch my drift, okay? I was not planning on making it. So this year has been a year of do not try. It's been a year of celebration. It's been a year of celebrating life. So a lot of people be like, oh, all she do is drink and party. Yeah, but that's what I show y'all. Because I don't show y'all the work that I'm putting in behind the scenes and all that stuff. I'm putting in work. I don't went viral on videos. I don't, I've had so many collaborations this year, 2 collaborations with nonprofits. I've had 3 collaborations with other small business owners and small businesses. So I've been moving, and I want to say this. During this season, whether you turning 30, whether you're about to hit your 20s, whether you're about to hit your 40s, 60s, whatever, document the journey. Documenting the journey can help you see how far you've come. And even when you don't remember the little things, I have been able to document how I'm feeling. I'm talking journaling, and I type because writing messes my hands up because carpal tunnel, arthritis, please. So I type my feelings, and it's quicker that way. And so I have almost like essays of journals in my computer on a day-to-day basis of how I've been feeling, the shifts that I've been feeling, the spiritual attacks or things that I've witnessed and been aware of, noticed, and things like that. I've documented all of that in my wins, my small wins, my big wins, all of that. I've been documenting. And I suggest you do that during this process, because sometimes it's hard to see what you've accomplished. Sometimes it's hard to see what you got over, what bad habits you've replaced. Sometimes it's hard to see those things, especially if you think that you've been settling or in a specific place for so long. No, I'm not at the same place where I was in January 2025. I guarantee you, not at the same place. So that, and also give yourself grace. The world and society created these timelines. There was somebody talking about, if you're in your 20s, you don't have 6 figures in your savings, what are you doing? No, what are you doing? Trust fund baby? Girl, get out of my For You page, because you are not talking to me. Please. Me and you are not the same. Anyway, it's funny when we look at social media and expect life to look like what social media presents. But when you actually take social media away from people, who are they in real life? So please. So don't get caught up in that. Don't get caught up in the milestones that society created, but be intentional with your time. Be intentional with who you give your time to, give your energy to. Be intentional with the spaces that you're in, as far as your mental, emotional, social, spiritual space. Be intentional. Be mindful of physical spaces that you're in. When the energy feels off, leave. Like, if people's energy is throwing you off, acknowledge it and move on and move forward, move out the way. But yeah, this is a season to just be intentional and pay attention. Like, pay attention to your surroundings, pay attention to your friends, pay attention to how you feel. I've been doing a lot of introspection as far as how I feel about certain things, because I'm still stuck in a space of unforgiveness with certain people. So I'm just trying to navigate that, because when I do make it, when I do have $1 million in my bank account and all this stuff, I don't want to look at people like they're peasants. Huh? I want to be able to look at people like, it is what it is, whatever happened, however you treated me during that time. I mean, surely I needed that. And I needed that motivation. So thank you. And I wish you well. And I'm talking about a real deep, I wish you well. I'm not talking about one of them, no, I wish you well. No. Because are you okay? No. And I don't want to be fake. I don't want to put on a facade and present somebody that I'm not. I want to be myself through and through. Like, even me now, I shift atmospheres when I'm uncomfortable, or when I'm in a not so good mood and space, I shift atmospheres. When you piss me off, when I'm uncomfortable with you, when you know I don't rock with you, I shift atmospheres. And basically God was telling me, stop doing that. The only atmosphere you're supposed to shift is making it going from bad to good, not going from good to bad. And so I'm working on that, because when I don't rock with people, I don't rock with people. Like, that is something I'm working on. But anyway, turning 30, it was daunting. It was depressing. It was a reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be. But then I realized, where are you supposed to be? Right here. So I'm doing everything that I can. I'm moving forward, moving with intention, moving with grace, giving myself grace. And I really want you to do the same. That's why I'm creating this video, because I know I'm not the only one who feels this way, who felt this way, but it is literally a reminder to keep pushing. And I also want to add, now that I'm 30, I'm also in a space where my body is fighting, coming from a comfort zone, my comfortable place, to my next and my new. It's like I'm not fully in my new and my next yet, but there are some things that like wants me to come back to my comfortable place, because where I'm moving to is going to be fully uncomfortable. Why? Because I've never been there before. As far as building generational wealth and making mistakes, I've been doing a lot of reading, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert T. Kiyosaki. And basically, this is a year of making mistakes. That's what separates wealthy people from the average, the poor, like, is making mistakes, being okay with making mistakes. And I'm in a space where my perfectionism is cringing at the thought that I gotta make mistakes. But I'm like, the new me is like, let's do it. Let's make mistakes. I'm excited. So I'm battling that, because I don't want to be here anymore. As far as a place of nothing, a place feeling like I'm broke, a place feeling like I'm broken, a place feeling like I'm not where I'm supposed to be. No, I'm right where I'm supposed to be. And I'm going to keep moving to where I want to be and where I need to be. So that middle ground is real. Depression is like poking, and I'm aware of it. But sometimes, if I could be honest, sometimes depression feels better than trying to be making a conscious decision to be happy all the time. Wanting to wallow, or what's the word? Just be in my shell, and wanting to just sit and watch movies all the time and just mind my business and maybe get a drink or two and be in my feelings sounds better than expressing my feelings. Because sometimes you may express it to the wrong people, or making a decision and choosing to be happy because sometimes it feels fake, or moving your body even when you literally don't feel like it, don't want to, not in the mood. So it's uncomfortable, but I'm stretching myself. I'm stretching myself physically, stretching myself mentally to move out of the spaces that I've always been in. And it's like exciting and scary at the same time. So I hope that you join me on this journey of rediscovering this new life. My 30s. I'm 16 days in. What the hell? So yeah, stay tuned, because I'm excited. And it's about to be one hell of a roller coaster. But let's do it, okay? So I'm going to end this with a quick commercial break from one of our sponsors. Hey, y'all. My name is Hey, y'all. My name is Ari, also known as Flo. I am the founder and CEO of Glow with Flo, a self-care movement skincare brand. And I want to say, have you ever felt like you were disappointed? Have you ever felt like you put people on pedestals and they didn't really fulfill those expectations? Have you ever felt like you didn't fulfill your expectations that other people had on you? Have you ever felt disappointed in yourself because you didn't do what you were supposed to do as far as life? You aren't where you're supposed to be. And are you also struggling with becoming her, like that girl? And you need to remind yourself of who you are? Have no fear. The Healing Journal series is here. So I created this healing journal series where I take you from breaking free of expectations that you put on yourself, other people, and that other people put on you, to going from healing from the disappointment of putting other people on pedestals and they didn't fulfill that. And then I take you to relearning who it is to be you again and becoming her. Because at the end of the day, when people give you expectations and you feel like you didn't fulfill that need, you kind of lose yourself. This helps you find yourself. These are 45-day guided journals where it takes you through the process with healing prompts, restorative practices, grounding rituals, and to help you set clear boundaries. So definitely check these out. They will be under my description. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoy. You can get the bundle. These are really great journals, and I really hope you guys take the time to look into, good quality journals. Okay. Thank y'all for watching my video. I love y'all. See y'all in the next one. Peace.